pretty excited right now.
I went to the auction again. So this is my haul. And we're back. A grow shop in Denver went out of business. I know, it never happens, I'm sure. And they had an auction, and they auctioned off all of the fertilizers and all of the soils and all of the controls. I was pretty excited about the control aspect of it because I need a lot of control in my grow room and greenhouses. And where shall we start? I don't even know what this is. Zephyr 3, heating and cooling. Usually goes for around 70 to 150 depending on where. I don't remember what I paid for it. Zephyr 3. I paid 30 bucks. Boom. These, Hades 2. I got 4 of these. I paid 212 for this whole lot. I've seen them from 75 up to 200 bucks a piece. And right there, that one says 195. This is for controlling lights. I don't need 4 of them. I need 1 of them really. But I figured I could sell the other 3 because they're all brand new. I basically got 4 of them for the price of 1. Score. Apollo 12. This is what I really wanted out of all these things, because this is exactly what I need to power the BioWave from about 4 episodes ago. This is what I need, because this doesn't have a specific amount of times or specific amount of cycles. You set how long you want it to run, you set how long you want it to be off. So if you want it to run for 1 second and then you want it to be off for 5 seconds, it'll just do that over and over again all day, and you can tell it to do it only during the day. It's got a photocell. But after I got this, I started looking at all the other things I got, and all of them have that function in one form or another. Because that's how the pumps, that's how hydroponic pumps work, among other things. Day-night thermostat, that's a score. Set the day temp, set the night temp. Boom. Okay, let's get the big dog out. I gotta admit something. I gotta get it out. I gotta get it off my chest. The first time, maybe ever, that I can remember, I overpaid for something in an auction. That was this. In my defense, I didn't know I overpaid. Everywhere I looked, this was between $200 and $300, and I really wanted it. I paid $161 for it, which isn't bad, but then you gotta add taxes, then you gotta add the 10% buyer's fee, so it hiked it up. Still under 200 bucks, but I found it online for 173. There could have been shipping on top of that though, so if that's the case, then I probably came out alright. That's pretty close to overpaying, and I'm not very proud of that. But I got it anyway. This one does all kinds of crap. This is what I'm gonna run the greenhouse with. You see that? I don't know if you can see it. Humidity, probably not going to use that. Temperature, definitely going to use that. Pump cycle, I'm going to use this for my misting system in the greenhouse, because like same deal, I can turn it on for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, whatever, and then have it off for a certain amount of time. So I'll probably use that for the water. And the CO2 cycle, if I can get it to work, I'm going to use it for the BioWave, because this will be right in that same area with the BioWave, as opposed to putting this other thing in here. Hey, look at that. I'll just have this and it will run everything. One last thing. Definitely the best deal, but I don't specifically have a use for this yet. I just saw it on there. I knew they were 400 bucks at best. This is a Dayton motor, but not just any motor. Not just any motor. It's a gear motor, which means as it sits right now, it spins at 16 RPM. The motor spins 1725. This is 102 to 1 gear reduction. This is definitely something that I'll find a home for. This is kind of something I could have used for that leaf shredder. You know, I could have, instead of having to do all those pulleys and neck it down so it was going from 1700 RPM down to 60, I could have used this and maybe tweaked it and made it go up a little bit. Anyway, 50 bucks. Brand new. I paid 50 bucks for it. If you want to go buy this online right now, it's $400 all day. My whole bill was $595, and I estimate that I got about $1,200 worth of stuff for that. It has been a frigid week. Okay, not really frigid. Well, yeah, it was pretty cold. It's been in the teens all week. Every evening after I get home, I've been coming out and putting up a couple purlins. I bought 20 gauge. It's thicker than what I had, but it still wasn't good enough. So I had to get creative. I'm glad I did, because now I've got everything I need. I don't have to buy more purlins. I don't have to figure something else out. Got to figure it out. Have a look-see here. This is 20 gauge. It's stiffer than the other one was, but it's not stiff enough. This is not acceptable. So I put the 25 gauge that I had on the back of this. This one here has 2 screws at each end and 1 in the middle. And look at this. It will not turn. It's not very warm right now. It's about 20 degrees, I would say, and windy. Yeah, not fun. Not even a little bit. These screws kind of suck. They're Phillips head screws, but they go dull. If you try to run them too fast, they go dull almost instantly, which really sucks. Just to catch you up, yesterday was a cluster. I stopped filming. I had all kinds of problems. My bender just quit working. The jack just stopped. I tried to bleed it. I added more oil. I did everything I could. Would not pump. So I replaced it late last night with another jack. I don't like the way it's going to work, but I think it'll work. It'll at least pump, at least bend the pipe, but it's going to be a little more difficult to set it up. That said, I messed around with the purlins. Got them up. Not done, but up. Got a few more gaps to fill. Got this whole side to do. I haven't even started on it yet. Trying to get the trusses figured out, right? So I bent one of these yesterday. I bent that. That's what the truss is going to look like. The bottom cord, and I'm going to have 2 intermediates. I would have liked it a little lower to make a deeper truss, but my options for that lower truss member to attach it are these little aluminum end caps, and I know other people have used them. I don't trust them. I don't trust aluminum that much. So this is going to have more force. Bolt right here is going to have more force on it than anything. And rather than drill through the hoop all the way and put a bolt in and then have to worry about this, I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to put one self-tapping screw up through the 2, and then I'm going to put a U-bolt on them and tighten them down together. Do that on both ends. Hoping that's better. That's off. Right here's a brace, truss member, about 3.5 feet long. I can get 3 per stick. Should be good. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling a load test coming on here. Are you ready? Pretty excited right now. I love it.